Hi everyone and welcome to the Flowbonacci channel for a new tutorial. I am Fabio and today we're gonna see a loop that is offering a lot of space for self-expression. Here we go. To give you a taste of what we're gonna see today, the loop is going this way. As you can see, there is a lot of space for movement, expressions, possibilities, movement possibilities with your hands, with your head, everything. I really like this one. As often, I will offer you to sing or to repeat a song, a little song, a few words that will guide you mentally in the loop. And the song is going like this. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Let's see how we can decompose that. This loop is starting with arm crossed, and the hand that will be active during this first flip is the one who is located under the other one. Here, this one. My right arm is under my left one, so I will do the flip with my right one. The flip is just this. Right arm under my left one, so I know that I will use this one. And I will go flip, and I want to land with my both hands, palm facing the sky. Here. And for this first phase of the tutorial, we are, of course, practicing without rolling, without our dragon staff rolling. Flip. Cross. Cross might be the most complex of the three moves to get to understand, but it's not really that difficult. Cross means, like in the cross-unders, crossovers, actually this sequence is a crossover. Cross means we're going to switch from a front plane to a back plane. After my flip, I am in this position and I want to go cross, which means my dragon staff will end on my back plane. This cross is helping me to go from a front plane here to a back plane here. Which means I have two possibilities with my body. I can rotate my upper body or do a step and facing kind of my back plane. My cross is going like this. First possibility. Or like this. And here there is a subtle move that I would like to underline from here, is that in this cross, especially with the dynamic of this loop, I like the way to think that when I'm going to do my cross, I will kind of isolate this dragon staff head and try to push this one over. And it will go like this. I would like to give the illusion that this head is isolated and that my dragon is moving this way. It is just an illusion. It is an intention. Palm facing the sky, and I will go cross. Last move, over. We are in this cross situation on my back plane, and I will go over me. The dragon will go over my head. And the dragon staff will keep the same direction, which means if it's pointing at a tree, for example, it will stay during this over move pointing at the same tree. Over. And I will end up with my ends, with my arms crossed. Whether I have been turning and I am in this position, I'm going over, or just rotating my torso, over. Here there is a subtlety that you will see from this angle when I am on my back plane, let's say. My two ends are pointing at my back in this direction. And I will finish, my fingers will point in front of me in this direction. Which means during this over move, I will have to bridge my fingers, my hand, the back of my hand, to go from pointing at this direction to this direction, going over, pointing at this direction. It is like rotating my fingers like this. You will see it will come quite instinctively, but just be aware and focused on the fact that we are going in this over move from pointing at my back, arms uncrossed, to my fingers pointing in front of me, arms crossed. Full sequence, not rolling. Remember, we are starting with our arms crossed. Here my left arm, this one is under my right one, so I will start activating my left hand with a flip, palm facing the sky. Then I will push in my cross and I will go over. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Repeat this phase without rolling and search movements, stability. Analyze your feet position. Try just to feel good in the move. And now, let's make it roll. It starts with a rolling away. I will start crossing my arms. Gentle roll away, do my flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. Flip, cross, over. And you will find out that the roll of the dragon staff is really organic on this move, which means it is really easy to make your dragon staff roll in this sequence. Just search little adjustments of your hands, fingers, point of contact to keep it rolling. For example, during my first flip here, right hand under my left arm, so I will go with my right arm, and it is a rolling away. If I am isolating the hand which will be working on this flip move. Arm crossed, I will free my left arm so my right arm can do the flip. Here I will just guide for the demonstration with this one. It is a rolling away. I'm gonna flip. And here I want to land on the beginning of my fingers to have time and space to let my dragon staff roll towards me while I'm doing the cross. This is the kind of adjustment I suggest you to be aware of. What is my hand doing? As you will see, this is an easy one. Technically, this is an easy one. The rolling don't need to be forced. There's no much attention to give. It is really organic. But to make it comfortable, I will have a close look on what my hands are doing, what are as a point of contact I am using. Flip, landing on the point of my fingers. I will push. While I am pushing, I will notice that instinctively this hand will flip. Then this hand will flip and will come back in front of me. I will not give you a lot of details. You can watch carefully the slow motion part that is coming up. But this is also an exercise for you to observe yourself while you're learning a new trick. Your hands, how they're turning, if you're comfortable or not, and work on being in the flow. It is a big word, but find harmony in your moves. Slow motion time. And now let's enter the fun zone of self-expression. First, let's look at what are the possibilities we have with our feet placement, legs. I can do the whole sequence without moving my feet. This is the first option. Notice that not moving my feet doesn't mean that I'm not pivoting my feet. I authorize myself to move my legs even if I'm not moving my feet. I don't have screws on my shoes that don't authorize me and just move like a robot. No, I will try to search a flexion, a torsion exactly. First option, not moving my feet. Second, what we call tenkan in Aikido, which means I will move when I go this side, my front foot to open a space. Second option, opening space. Arm crossed, I'm opening space, over. Opening space. Opening space. And as you might have guessed, the third option is to close the space. It's called an irimi in Japanese in Aikido. Same starting position. Flip, cross, and here instead of opening, I will close and move my back leg here and come back. Here I'm closing. closing. With this irimi technique, closing space, I am moving more on the lateral sides. I'm moving from an extra step. This is opening space, and this is closing space. When I'm opening space, I basically keep the action centered. When I'm closing space, I'm going until here. I like to open space. It kind of sucks the action. It's like, it's an unusual move to be seen, but it is absolutely a personal point of view. There's no better technique than another. Second of the possibilities we have to express ourselves, and I really like this one, is the push that I will give to trigger my cross movement. Starting like this, flip and cross. No much intention here. I will just add this pumping and go. Pump, go down and up. And a part that I really love, this feeling of landing smoothly with my legs and trigger over this move. This is some spice, some ginger you can add in your flow. Instead of just flip over, you can flip, okay, I land and then I trigger. Just little things that will come with your taste, with what you want to express from yourself, and the fun you will get from them. And the third expression, suggestion I will give you on this loop is the way and the rhythm with which you will move your entire body and especially your legs. You can be in the move. What I mean by in the move, I'm going to move my legs exactly when my dragon staff is moving. This is same timing. I can be a little bit in advance and anticipate the movement of my dragon with my legs, which means my leg will move before my dragon. And I've already moved my legs. And it goes like this. My legs will always be in advance comparing to my dragon. Flip. Here, before my cross, I already move my legs and the dragon will follow. And before I come back to my over move, I already prepare my legs and come back. In full speed, it goes like this. Try it, it's funny. And because you can be in advance, you can be also late with your legs. Which means I will, for this demonstration, move my legs after that I move my dragon. And it can be demonstrated like this. I'm moving my legs after. Flip, cross. Cross is finished. I move my leg. Over, my over move is finished. Then I move my legs. Dragon first, legs after. Dragon first, legs after. And when you use the advanced timing or late timing technique, you give a sensation, you give a feeling, you give a taste to your flow. Because it is the opposite of being robotic, like this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And my dragon moves with my leg, and I'm a little bit like this. No problem, it's just a feeling. But if you are in advance, you give a torsion to your body because your legs are in advance or late comparing to your upper body, which gives a sensation of dephasing. And this is a dancing technique that is very common, but I really encourage you to be aware of. Try one or the other. You will see what is your favorite one, but it's an exercise. Let's see that as an exercise. Okay, this time for 10 moves, I will have my legs moving before my dragon or after my dragon. Your choice. Let me know what you think about this advanced or late technique. And if you wish, I can go deeper in this concept in a dedicated video. How to trigger this sequence. By the way, this sequence is rolling away, non-native crossover. Yeah, that's it. Rolling away, non-native crossover. Let's be precise. How to trigger this sequence. Classic chi roll. I want to synchronize, isolate in a rolling away. And here I will put this and under, which means I will cross to trigger my first flip. Synchronize. Let's come back in the middle. This way I have 1 and 3. I go under, trigger. And I think you know everything that you need to have fun with this cool loop. I really like to play with this loop. It gives an unusual move. I really like this one. This one to push and move. When I push, I like to flip, go as far as I can, and then come back. Here I'm late, and here I'm in advance. Practice this. It's very fun. It will help you to explore self-expression, because when you hear, you can also look at the audience constantly. for example. And while you are doing this flip, you have a hand free. So you can use it. Woo! A lot of fun. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support on Patreon, on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere. Have fun with this loop. Move, express yourself. Catch you later. Ciao.